The origin of the ghosts. The final shape sheds some more light on this subject, and today we discuss its mysteries. The creation of ghosts, the afterlife, and a combination of light and darkness. The quick answer is that ghosts don't even know much about their creation at first. But as we piece together lore cards from the past and new information in the final shape, we get a bigger picture. Stay tuned for that juicy info. From the difference of opinion card from, I believe, Forsaken, two ghosts argue about the traveler and the nature of it. They say things like this: the traveler is our primary, our mother, the primordial and the pinnacle. A dear friend, the ghost of Pujari, once compared the traveler to a song that has never been sung. We know she wished for us to raise guardians to be her avatars and defenders. They then speak in metaphors about the inside of the traveler. Imagine a cosmos inside a bottle, trillions of stars orbiting each other in a complex weave. But they aren't stars. Perhaps a better word would be souls. Souls dancing in an infinite space enclosed within a celestial egg. Some people say that each ghost is an aspect of the traveler. That is to say that each ghost represents a part of the divine whole. So these quotes were ghosts speculating about their origin. In the We Before Us card, ghosts speak about the moment they were born. I remember the moment we were born. There was pain and loss and a feeling of falling. Was this the end? The shadows gathered, colored bruised purple and gray in our fading existence. Our shell cracked and splintered. Parts of us were lost or carried away. We felt those wounds, jagged and sharp. We could feel them still, attached by a gossamer thin strand of understanding. We felt a garden with no blooms, a valley shrouded in gloom. We felt ourselves dying. We didn't want to go. Then there I was, separated from the whole. I could feel it shrink, slip back into itself, dim and unseeing. I knew it was waiting, resting, watching, considering. And I knew what I needed to do. Somewhere in this wide, amazing galaxy, there was a person. They were quiet and dead, like we had been, but I could bring them back. I could share what was inside of me, this glorious warmth and life and breath and being. Together, that person and I would do what the we before me, could not. I wrapped the spark that was me in metal and glass, a tiny bit of something that reminded me of the home we had shared. Then I set out to find my person, the keeper of light. There were so many people. So many still, fragile things decaying into dust, lost to memory. I touched each one, looking for something, a fragment of ember under the ash. I didn't find it. I know that there is one person, only one, that is mine. I have been to many planets, seen things I never knew were possible, hid from monsters, followed dreams. I have seen others of my kind, the other pieces that were once us. Their search is over. They are complete, stronger, braver because they found their counterpart. I am alone. I know you are still out there, that you're waiting for me. But it has been so long, and I am so very cold. I will rest here and think about us for a moment. Cold, where we, you. So a being, this ghost, recalls its birth marked by pain and fragmentation. Despite feeling parts of itself dying, it survives and separates from the whole, from the traveler, knowing it must find a specific person in the galaxy to share its life and warmth with. So it seems all of these souls existed within the traveler. It says our shell cracked and splintered, parts of us were lost. The ghost says it can share this glorious warmth and life and breath and being. It was sent out to find a guardian, a keeper of light, and together they can do what the we before me, whatever was inside the traveler or the traveler itself, could not. What's interesting is that the birth there was marked by pain and separation. This is likely around the collapse or after it when the ghosts were created. We now know that light and dark are forces of nature. We also have the belief that at one point they may have been whole, one primordial force. Veil and Traveler together, light and dark together. The forces run in parallel and you can reach them by grasping to different parts of the spectrum. Prismatic is everything combined. Listen to this veil containment audio from last year and then listen to what Ghost says in the Pale Heart when we get prismatic.
That at one time they may have been united. Part of a whole.
So, wait. Does this mean the light and darkness were the same once? One force?
Dr. Essie believed so. Chioma Essie was researching the entanglement of light and dark without fully understanding either. Our ghosts are a link to the light of the Traveler. Then how was the witness able to, on numerous occasions, communicate through them?
Is this about the magnets thing? The parallel energy fields, right?
Very good. In areas of darkness, the witness is able to create a link, not unlike what it created with the Veil and the Traveler.
Ah, like the Vex are able to hack into the Cloud Arc with their tech. It's a parallel connection.
And I believe that connection may not be one-sided. I believe that our ghosts may be able to leverage this connection against it.
I can feel it. The way the light flows through you. Freer. Harmonious with darkness. A full chromatic spectrum. I've only experienced something of this magnitude once before. When the Traveler created ghosts to raise guardians. When I was born.
Ghosts can feel the light flow through us in a full spectrum. Light harmonious with darkness. The only other time ghosts said they felt this was when they were born, through that pain and fragmentation. So this further confirms that ghosts have part darkness within them, like a guardian, like all things, and how the witness was able to reach that spectrum and speak through ghosts in the past, like Shadowkeep, like Beyond Light. So we don't know the exact specifics, but we know the Traveler cut pieces of itself off to create ghosts.
In its dying breath, the Traveler created the ghosts to seek out those who can wield its light as a weapon. Guardians to protect us and do what the Traveler itself no longer can.
Cade is also a central piece to this new information. He tells us that there is an afterlife of sorts inside the Traveler or within the light. He felt at peace with Sundance, with the Traveler. Ghost tells us that Cade is made of pure light, like Ghost, like the Traveler as well.
So, Cade, I looked him over while you were talking. Scan says that's really him. There's a few readings I can't explain. He's made of light, like me, like the Traveler. Ghosts are guides, conduits for the light. Cade might not be able to wield his as a weapon, but if he's like me, maybe he can share the Traveler's light, like we do.
Your body is a construct of light, even if you aren't able to wield it as a weapon.
Light. So bright it burned me all the way up, but I didn't feel any heat. Not a lick. I didn't feel anything, actually. Not with my body, because I left that back there. These anatronauts might call it being one with the Traveler, but I call it home. No pain. No fear. No Vanguard paperwork. That's heaven.
And Sundance?
She was shining there too. You want to know a secret? I miss it. Even more than I miss you. What comes from the light returns to the light. My gal Sundance told me that. She also said we're all connected. Guardians, ghosts, the Traveler.
So this was foreshadowed great throughout the campaign. Cade does in fact share that light in the end to bring back your ghost. Throughout the journey, both Cade and Ghost felt the traveler's pain, both sharing that light and part of the divine whole. In the message missions, Cade speaks to what he believes is Sundance, but this may have just been the traveler the whole time. The whole purpose of the message 1, 2, and 3 was to speak to the traveler, learn what it had to say, and in the end, this is what Cade found.
Devotion. Bravery. Sacrifice.
The guardian tenants.
Hi.
Sundance? Is that really you?
I'm what you wanted me to be.
I don't understand.
I know. You've been here before. You will be here again. You just don't remember. You can't. What comes from the light returns to the light.
Well, what if what I want is to stay here? With you?
If that's the fate you make. But you're always with me, Cade. Guardians, ghosts, the Traveler. We're all connected. We're...
We're not done yet though. In the Traveler's visions you can collect from around the Pale Heart, Micah deciphers more of this, the ghosts and their origin.
I am giving away pieces of myself, slicing them off like fingers from a hand. They're ghosts. With each one created, I lose a part of myself. A sacrifice of faith and hope against hopelessness. They are like stars in the night sky, constellations of my martyrdom, traveling until they begin to go out, one by one, and with each one's passing, a part of me returns.
There's a theory among ghosts that if we die, we return to the light of the Traveler. I don't know where that belief started.
Maybe it's just something inside of us. A reassurance that even if we fall, there's something waiting for us.
A reunion with our Creator. And in that, maybe we make it whole again.
Our memory as well. An eternity within the Traveler, with all guardians who experience their final deaths. An afterlife.
Cade spoke of his experiences after death as peaceful, and as if he wasn't alone. Perhaps there's truth to this, that there can be something at the end.
So to conclude, ghosts are pieces of the Traveler. All beings of light return to it after death and make it whole again. The Traveler during the collapse to combat the Witness, or in effect of its battle against it, shed parts of itself to create these tiny drones who clearly seem to have a soul of their own. The Traveler basically took on a whole race of aliens that merged into one being by dispatching its own force of souls, so to speak, to revive its own army. We know the Veil had a part to play in the Witness combining itself and its species into one being, so perhaps during the collapse something did happen and maybe the Veil was a part of it, but that's just speculation. Fragmenting those souls or parts of the Traveler's consciousness into ghosts, who knows. In the end though, ghosts don't have all the answers, but they know their purpose and connection with their Creator now. And in pure Destiny fashion, we don't have a concrete answer, but this does give us more insight for sure as we progress into the future. Sometimes it's nice to get straight answers, sometimes you don't need them. It makes the journey and experience better. Not sure which one it is in this case, but I'm just excited to present the lore.
Is it possible? There you are. Guardian. There you are.
Anyway, Guardians, that's all we got for today's video. If you'd like to see some more Destiny lore and mysteries just like it, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.